warm good morning, one and all. Om Ekadantaya Vidmaye Vakratundaya Dhimayi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Om Ekadantaya Vidmaye Vakratundaya Dhimayi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. With this invocation to Almighty God, I would like to begin today's session. I am Madhushri, Assistant Professor of Management, also coordinator of this 7 days International Faculty Development Program. First of all, I heartily welcome you all to the third day of International Faculty Development Program on New Paradigms in Management Education. We all are living in a very dynamic and turbulent system where everybody encounters with a lot of emotional or physical tension. If this emotional or physical tension is unattained, that would lead to stressful life. With the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, people in all the sectors are undergoing lots of stress and being overwhelmed. A prolonged stress would disturb the mental and physical well-being of us. But if the stress is managed in an efficient way, it would act as a driving force, not an obstacle. Thus, stress acts as an accelerator. It will push us either forward or backward, but we have to choose the right direction. So today we have our resource person, Dr. B.V. Katyayani, Professor and Principal, Nimans Nursing College, Bengaluru, to guide us on stress management for effective personal and professional life. Now I request Professor Manjula, convener of this program, also HOD of Management Department, to welcome all the dignitaries and to introduce Dr. B.V. Katyayani, Madam, to the audience. Over to Manjula, Madam. Ma'am, you unmute yourself, please.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Madhu. Good morning to one and all. On behalf of Government First Grade College family, Vijayanagar, Bangalore, I extend a warm welcome to all of you on the third day for the International Faculty Development Program on New Paradigms in Management Education, organized by the Department of Management. I take the privilege of welcoming today's participant delegates. First of all, I extend my heartfelt welcome to our beloved principal, Dr. P. Chandrasekhara sir, for guiding and supporting us in conducting this international webinar. Sir, your enthusiasm and dynamic personality is always a motivating factor for all of us to come forward and take up the challenging work. Sir, on behalf of Department of Management, Government First Grade College, Vijayanagar, I take the pleasure of welcoming you to this webinar for the third day. Welcome,
thank you, Manjula. Thank you.
I take the pleasure of welcoming Dr. B.V. Katyayani, Madam, Professor and Principal, Nimans, as our today's resource person for the third day session. Madam, on behalf of Department of Management, Government First Grade College, Vijayanagar, I extend a warm welcome to you, Madam.
Thank you.
I extend a warm welcome to our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Shubha, Madam, who has supported us in conducting this webinar. Madam, on behalf of Department of Management, I extend a heartfelt welcome to you. I hope the past 2 days sessions were quite interesting and the involvement of the participants has made the sessions more vibrant. I am delighted to welcome all the participant delegates to this third day International Faculty Development Program. On behalf of Department of Management and IQAC, Government First Grade College, Vijayanagar, I extend a warm welcome to all the participant delegates. Your support and participation is a catalyst to all of us. I extend a warm welcome to my organizing team members of the Department of Management, Professor Kishore Kumar, Assistant Professor and Coordinator of MBA course, Organizing Secretary of this FDP program, Professor Pallavi, Assistant Professor, Coordinator, and Professor Madhushri, Assistant Professor, Coordinator of this FDP. Their active involvement in organizing this 7 days faculty development program has enabled a smooth functioning of this sessions. I cordially invite all the faculty members and non-teaching staff of Government First Postgrad College, Vijayanagar, Bangalore. Let us look in for today's topic, stress management for effective personal and professional life. More smiling, less worrying, more compassion, less judgment, more blessed, less stressed, more love, less hate. As said by Roy T. Bennett, smile keeps stress away. So let's smile. Stress is a part of life. Stress is simply an immediate reaction to something that bothers you or worries you. It could be simple things like seeing something strange, experiencing something strange, or even a new environment. Stress in most of the cases is nothing to worry about. If we start worrying, then it is stress. It is an uncertain reaction to external and internal factors. That means a positive or negative reaction to the environmental stimuli. It's a man-adaptive reaction to an outward situation which would lead to physical, mental, and behavioral changes. 98.9% of the people misunderstand stress to have a negative impact on their lives. But the fact is, stress is a necessary aid for progression. We come across stress in one way or the other, and almost all of us face it. Today, stress is omnipresent. We are experiencing it every day more and more. In today's world life, without stress, it is unfortunately unimaginable. So we usually find stress in all types of people, that is like students, adults, working people, and especially working women. Women face a lot of stress, sometimes not being able to manage or balance work life and family life. According to statistics, stress affects about 1 out of 4 workers. Workplace stress is a worldwide issue with new data indicating that stressed employees are a contributing factor to the global rise in the healthcare cost. So stress is becoming a global challenge. The pandemic we are fighting now has also added its share to this multiplying intensity of reasons that causes stress. Stress has become significant due to dynamic social factors and changing needs of lifestyles. Stress has to be managed properly. So stress management plays an important role in one's life. Stress management is exploring different stress coping mechanisms that can be used to help improve and reduce stress symptoms in those individuals suffering. Stress management techniques like yoga, relaxation techniques, time management skills, counseling, or group therapy exercise, and maintain an overall health lifestyle. So stress can make a person more productive and constructive when it is identified and well managed. Many people, they have lost their life as they are not able to manage stress. Understanding the sources of stress and how to cope with the stress is very important. So it becomes very necessary that stress is to be managed properly in order to lead a peaceful life. To address all these issues, today we have with us Dr. B.V. Kathyayani, Professor and Principal, NIMHANS, Bengaluru. She is going to address all of us on stress management for effective and professional life. I take the privilege of introducing our third ace resource person, Dr. B.V. Kathyayani. To give a brief introduction about Madam, Madam has 2 decades of teaching and guiding PG students at Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. She has held various posts at university academic bodies of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Science and other universities. She has served as a resource person for various national and international workshops, conferences, webinars, and is a volunteer for social work. She is a recipient of many awards. To name a few, Lions Club International District and Leo Club of Marga Special Appreciation Award for Excellence in Social Service, Bangalore in 2020, Best Teacher Award 2019, Interdisciplinary Professional Excellency Award in the field of education by Dr. MGM International PhysioCon, March 2018, Florence Nightingale Award 2017, organized by the Newspaper Association of Karnataka, and many more awards. She has been actively involved in research work and has published many of her research articles in leading national and international journals. To mention a few of her publications: Working Together for Better Health, Effect of Pranayama on Quality of Life of Elderly, a pilot investigation study in Nightingale Times in 2012, Assertiveness and Self-Esteem in Indian Adolescents. We have had many more research and publications. She has to her credit an ongoing research on preferred learning and teaching methods and perceived academic environment among undergraduate nursing students, as well as a proposal has been sent to ICMR. She is also a research guide to many students. She holds membership in various national and international associations. She is also the editorial member of International Journal of Africa Nursing Sciences, Nursing Studies and Practices International. She is also assigned the key responsibilities. She is the Board of Studies member of various universities, to name a few: NIMANS, then expert member at Innopaya University, Mangalore, PG member at Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences University, 2021, Texila American University, 2015 onwards. She is an expert member in nursing category, Arogya Karnataka Mission, Government of Karnataka, member of Governing Council for JSS College of Nursing, Mysuru, Karnataka, member in Safety Steering Committee, NIMANS, State Secretary, Karnataka State Branch for Society of Cardiac Nurses, Special Advisory Committee, Age Friendly Karnataka Project, member of Core Committee of NIMANS Arogya Jagruti Kendra, member of Yoga Group at NIMANS, NSS Chairperson. Madam from her college life itself was a very active social worker, as I know. Working as a facilitator for life skill workshops at Department of Epidemiology at NIMANS, funded by Government of Karnataka since 2016. Member of various committees like Green Campus Committee, Sports and Recreation Committee, etc. Member of Gymkhana. Madam, it's a great privilege and honor to have you with us in our 7 days International Faculty Development Program on New Paradigms in Management Education. Despite your busy schedule in college, you agreed to be the resource person for this session. On behalf of Department of Management, Government First Grade College, Vijayanagar, and participant delegates, I extend a hearty welcome to you, Madam. Once again, a warm welcome to all of you on this third day. Hope at the end of this session, all will be fully equipped with that is how to manage and handle stress. Thank you for giving me an opportunity of welcoming the gathering. Thank you. Over to Madhu.
Thank you, Madam. On behalf of GFGC Vijayanagar and organizing committee, I heartily welcome you too. Now I request Professor Kishore Kumar sir to have a photo session. Please, dignitaries, turn on your videos so that we'll have a photo session for our documentation. Sir, shall we proceed?
Madhu, unmute Kishore sir.
Kishore sir, shall we proceed?
Madam, 1 second.
Yeah.
Yes, madam, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. B.V. Katyayani, madam, to take over the session. Over to you, madam.
Thank you, Madhu. Very happy morning to all of you. Indeed, I'm really privileged to be here and a part of your international faculty development program. At the outset, I really congratulate and deeply appreciate the very thought of conducting a session on stress management. It's indeed a very essential component and today's this COVID surge situation. And I really congratulate the team, Professor Manju and her team, and the principal and the whole faculty members of first grade college and at Vijayanagar. So I'm really happy to be the part and share my expertise regarding stress management. So we all know that man is regarded as a biopsychosocial being. So in that case, the man has many dimensions in life. So one of the well said, Mark Twain has said when it regards to the aging population or aging, he said, if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. So it's a very interesting that man from the dawn of civilization is very inquisitive in nature. So he wants to do some other things or explore some. And today we are sitting in a sophisticated in a room or in an environment because of many people's stress. They have taken a stress to invent something or explore something, and the fearless way of living life in the environment. Those days they imagine civilization. So today we are fearless because of many gadgets and many inventions and technology. So we are really blessed, the people who are in the 21st century taking care of themselves with lot of luxuries. So with that, I think as actually Professor Manju has made my session little easy, introducing regarding the stress and the statistics and other things. So let us see what is kind of stress and why we need to what is called as we have to handle the stress in which different situations, and how is bothering this what is called stress situations. Okay, so we all know that we have those who are working community. So we have two ends. That is, one is our personal life as well as what is called as a professional life. So we need to balance. So what are the techniques and what are there are various types. You can think today you can also create one more technique for your balancing personal and professional life. So like that, so the life is so complex, and I think we all know that. So in that complexity, many people they'll overcome, they'll conquer, and some people try to always have a negative thoughts and negative side of looking at the negative side of life, then they will collapse. So this is how the balance of takes place in our life in every aspect. It's not only in the work life or in the personal life. In everything we look at it, so it is a state of mind. So we say that how you tell me your friends, I'll tell you who you are. So like that. So how we look at the perception, the very perception of every things, what is happening day to day, or maybe in your life, or maybe with your students, or maybe in everything what you deal every day, it means for you, or you will come across this one. What is after all stress? As she said, it's a kind of response to a stimuli. or a response to a stressors, or maybe a confusion created when one's mind overrides the body's basic needs, or the desire to choke the living daylights out of somebody who desperately needs it. So like that, so if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. So like that, if you your response or the behavior or the awareness what you create with that particular stimuli is the response or the stress which is causes. It's a kind of like, suppose simple stress is today you have to attend this seminar, so I have to be in 10 o'clock exactly, I have to log in, so I have to see the look at the arrangements. So that's the stress is a positive stress. So the stress, neutral stress, which is often challenges people in their day-to-day task, are like school, going to school or conducting the school, or you are going to the work, or some athletics. Yes, I have to attend these events. It is very important for me to grow in my professional life as athletic. Then obligations, yes, today I have to attend a court which is some kind of illegal, this one, it has charge on me, so I have to win that case. Or some deadlines, you have some targets, especially those are in the corporate sector, they know that there's some targets have been every day set, especially this pandemic. Yes, the vaccination has to be covered, so, and we have to test so many people in that area, we have to cover, so we have to report to the government, so they always have deadlines. Then expectations, this kind of expectations has caused many stress in our life. So we have strained our relationships. Many times we have done that. So the expectations, so I'm expecting that yesterday I have given him a treat, and today I'm expecting that he will give a treat. So that expectations are maybe today my principal has asked me that you have to submit this kind of a plan. So I have to do, because to get my name and fame, or maybe I have to be recognized. So you will work for that at day and night. So that expectations also causes good stress. It is a kind of, it is called as a eustress. There is a, the eustress is a normal stress. So that is good. So today I'm taking examination, you can't sleep. So no problem, exam, if I'm not taking also, somebody will write my exam. You can't expect that. So you have to write your examination. So you have taken up a challenge that I will finish my PhD, or I will finish my postdoctoral study, or whatever it may be. So that we need to take it as a challenge. So what causes stress? So there are different dimensions. If you look at it as a biological, psychological, physiological, mental health. So there are so many, spiritual also, so social, psychological, political, economical. So all these dimensions are there. So employees and company value differences, poor quality supervision, lack of personal control, frustrations, inadequate authority to match responsibility, technology change. So today we know that how well we can get everything on fingertips. That is smartphones. We're all smart people now. So role ambiguity, role conflict, who has to take charge? Whether she has to take as a HOD, or I have to take? What kind of values, the weighing, this one is there, the scale is there for us to, who has to become? So this kind of race we are every day seeing, and we are into that and get stressed unnecessarily. Then major and unusual changes. So what is called new normal. Today we are living in a new normal because we have to live with COVID. We know that if you not going to adhere to the protocol, you are end up with a death. Or your experience now not so near, your kith and kin are dying. You know that how he was very healthy, he was very good, and he was taken care of. But how did he die? The negligence, or he did not adhere to the protocol. So the new normal life has to be established now. It is very certain, very certain. You can't say, no, nothing will happen, I will walk in the market without mask. So that is the unnecessary stress yourself you are taking. Then this is called eustress, positive stress, which helps people to meet their goals. You have a goal every day. Today, you have a goal that we should complete this session. So that scoring winning points in a game, getting a new job, getting married, getting a promotion, getting a good grade, recognition for good job. So you can name examples, nth number of examples that what is eustress. So every day what we do for living daily activities is a eustress. I have to get up, I have to brush my teeth, I have to take bath. So if we are not doing that, then we are not called as civilized people. So then it is a stress, but it is good stress. Then it will bring you positive results, that good health, the good physique, then you are wearing good clothes. Somebody will look at you and admire. See, look at her, the way she has dressed, or they will enjoy their beauty. So like that, so we have to have eustress also in our life. So this stress, what is distress? Negative stress which can cause too much pressure and trauma in one's life. Oh, nobody in this world like me. I have nth number of problems. I have been loaded with problems. I cannot handle all these things. You yourself thinking overburdened, or you are thinking negatively, overworked, failing a class, parents divorce, getting fired from a job, death of a loved one, and today we are experiencing at every house, one or the other piece of positive means their stress level is increasing. I will show you a scale. Even yourself can go to that scale and test your level of stress. Then you can come down with a stress score. So stresses, the source of stress. What is the source of stress? How the source will come? So you have to see, I told you, biological, especially environment. Today what we are experiencing COVID is environmental, biological also, then cognitive. Why I am dull compared to that person? What made me, they scored very well and I did not score? Personal behavior and life situations. All these demands, these are all the stresses and demands for us to change our behavior. Common stresses we see in and around of us is school, family, jobs, finance, peers, then activities, sports, or maybe failure plan, future plans, girlfriend or boyfriend, drugs, alcohol, then health problems. So every one of us are having one or other problem, maybe toothache, starting from toothache or common cold. So we will get stressed. So these are all the, then what are the stress responses when our body, when any stress we see, what is the response we get from our body? So the initiation of alarming ourselves, the first stage of the response to the stressful situation is body and mind are alert. So today we know that COVID is there everywhere. We wear masks, we social distancing, we conduct online webinars, we are not gathering in one place. So it is safe. So the mind and body is alert. No, I am not coming. Your function, I am not coming. I am very sorry. So this is the situation. We try to appeal to others also. So then the resistance comes. Then the second stage, the body is attempting to repair. So how I have to become? We started drinking kashaya, we have started exercising, we are eating more quality food now, and we are drinking hot water. So these were not normal. So we are adapting to that. That is called resistance to response. So we change ourselves, our behavior will change. Then the fatigue, exhaustion. If you are, both are not, you are taking care, the first two stage, then you are stressed so much and is not adequately dealt, then body breaks down, the health problems results. So many people, even though he was a rank holder, he was a gold medalist, but he failed in life. He hanged himself. So many people you have seen in the newspapers and in the many situations, many examples we can give. People were IAS, so they have so much hard work they have done in all their life to get that IAS post, or they get the scientist, or maybe a good doctor, or maybe a good nurse, or a good teacher. But somewhere IITians, many IITians you have seen, they have hanged themselves just for one cause. Just for one stress, they could not, other than what they're supposed to be studying and answering all the questions. They were very good in that. But when it comes to handling their life situation, they failed. So that is the reason the stress has to be, the alarm, the first stage need to be alerted. That is called awareness. The awareness is a key to handle the stress situations. So how people will react differently by different means of responses. Like flight, they will somewhere, yes, I will fight for this stress. So I will try to solve this. Let me talk. let me talk why that person has talked talk to me like that. So like that, they will confront. So they will try to solve that. Then flight, some people know this is not the situation, let me escape from this. So they will escape also. That is also actually one of the response a human being has. Then freezes, don't respond to the stressors. Suppose in the flight, I will just give the example. Suppose you saw a snake in your garden, you will not go and touch the snake. So let me close my door, let me stay inside. So they are alerting some people. So like that, then freeze, don't respond to the stresses. Though something happened very badly, they're commenting on you, just neutral. So what is, then let me react later. So they react later. So that particular moment, freeze yourself. So that is also one kind of responses you can have. Then compromise, work out a solution with the stressors. You can work out that how it can be solved. Mutual contacting or mutual understanding, or kind of thing, you can replace it, something which is causing stress, not to see them or not to talk to them or avoid them as much as possible, or which is let me immediately assertiveness. You can write a letter through, if you can't talk, at least represent through a letter. Then the warning signs of stress. Sometimes we will not aware. We will always overlook that. Hey, this is because yesterday I was not sleeping. Maybe that is the reason I am getting the headache. Or you may be thinking that as somebody has happened, I have eaten something from the fridge or ice cream, so my throat is bad. So this kind of warning signs are there. Every day you are getting diarrhea, every day you are getting the headaches, every day something is bothering me. What is that bothering thing? You assert time. Start from the beginning, when it started, the headache, or what was yesterday's my whole day activity. What did I do wrong? Or what did I do for this? So all these are some of the warning signs. I think most of us have experienced, and many of us have dealt very efficiently. Then impact of stress. So stress, please always remember, many people will start shouting at others, quarreling with others, or having misunderstanding, but the effect is in your body. Stress can significantly affect many of the body's immune system. It can bring down your immune system, and you can open for many infections. And perception and reactions to the stress. So yourself become a mad. So don't try to induce unnecessarily. Love your body. Anybody who loves themselves will they'll definitely love all. They will not cause any kind of stress to others. That is important. Even your partner, make them understand. See, you also don't get stressed unnecessarily. I also don't get. Let us be in a very understanding or calm way can deal things. Otherwise, both many people have lost their health, lost their sometimes of intelligence also, because overthinking of some other things which is coming in their way. It's an obstruction or obstacle in your way for progress, success. So people will become addicts for many things. They will become addicts for drugs. Many children, why parents are separated, parents are quarreling every day at home, they're seeing the scene every day. Why parents are doing like this? So their friends will, the peer pressure is there, come, we will enjoy our life. They are always quarreling. So let us enjoy. They start stealing, they start even killing. So all this will happen. These are the negative aspect of the overstressed people. Even today, what is happening, they are not maintaining the protocol of COVID. They are having strokes, they are having heart attacks. Even today article which I read is post-COVID situations for the people who have suffered positive people going to have neurological deficits. It's a lifelong problem. So we need to be very careful. Very careful. Don't go out of your house unnecessarily. So that is a warning. We have to take it. Every day, allow yourself and your body and mind. Say no to everything. Then these are all the effects of physiologically, you get ulcers, headaches, digestive problems, high BP, sleep disturbance. Then everybody says, I'm eating very nicely, I'm not getting sleep. psychologically, emotional instability, moodiness, people go on bothering. Why she used that word to me? Going on bothering about that word only. Then nervousness, chronic worry, depression, burnout. So all this behavior, excessive smoking, alcohol, absenteeism, students are absent. Anytime we have sat with them and detailed inquiry has been made, why that child is absenting only in your class? We are failed to do. We are responsible as the citizens of the one country. We are responsible for what is happening around us or in our professional life to other person also. Because of your behavior, the other person is affected. Why? Why he is not attending? What is making him to withdraw from my class? Or why he is not attending the course? Why are we not? Because we are so busy in collecting ourselves, our certificates or our own honors, our own degrees, or our own promotions. We are just neglected the child. Why the prostitution is happening? Why are we not questioning ourselves? What made her to go to such a profession? We never bothered about her. And in the traffic signals, we can see beggars and transgenders. Why we are not bothered about them? What they are doing? Why are we not giving, we are failed to give an employment for them, though we are capable. So these are the some of the things we need to positively take things which can bring changes in life. Stress can be reduced by many positive coping skills, but avoid self-pity. Many people are there, come every day, every day same raga. So they will tell, oh, my husband started like this, that every day they will tell, but to get some sympathy from others, that is bad. So that should not be. And sometimes I think ignorance will be the best medicine for this. So we should not give attention to such people. Every day saying same thing. Oh, I had this happened. Yeah, I am coming here. Like they happened. My bus I missed. So all many things they tell. So to draw some attention. So we have to avoid self-pity. And we have a stress and personality. There are, if you psychology, there are types of personalities. If you see type A, type B, they're very competitive. So high achieving, thrives on high stress lifestyle. Type B is laid back, non-competitive, avoids stressful situations. Passive, wimpy, crumbles under pressure, easily influenced by others. Whatever that people tell, he will listen. So like that, assertive. So he is very positive and very firm that he want to write and we want to answer it immediately. They will not wait for next day. So that is a assertive person. Then aggressive. He will then and there will fire. So why are you doing like this? They will immediately react. So then that is the different type of personality we have in our surrounding. We have many personalities like this. So we have seen, you can take examples of them and we can learn from them also. So how to control the stress? Many people have conquered. Many people have very efficiently. They have, you can see, very pleasant. Always they are very pleasant. They engage themselves in various types of activities. Not even single minute they are free. So that kind of mindset people are there. So that is also very important. Then our ego defense. Each person has some ego. Ego defense mechanism. What is ego is self. What is defense means your protection. And then mechanism, how your self-protection mechanism can overcome stress. So there are defense mechanisms that is called rationalization. You are finding out the what are the reasons for making excuses and justifying behavior in cover the stressful situation. Yes, this stress has happened because of me. I have to avoid this. So let me overcome this. Then denial, pretending that stressful situation never occurred. Some people are there. They will deny that there was any stressful situation. So then projection. So some people will project blaming someone. Because of them only it happened. Because of her only it has happened. Then displacement. So you know the displacement we all experienced. They come from office. The office, there was a fight. There was some kind of communication. They'll come and shout at us. Or the mother will, child will shout at mother because they has had something fight in the school or in the office. So these are the some of the substitution, replacing one action to another. They may break the this one glass, or they may pillow, they will tear the something. So replacing the action. Then compensation settling something. Yes, okay, I lost, sorry for you. Okay, forgive and forget. So this kind of people also, their mechanism we have adopted in many situations. All these mechanisms are maybe there in one person also. So regression, resorting to like child, like you give me like this, we cry like a child or laugh like a child. So like that. So that is our common types of stresses, framework stress and life event stress also. So these are all two things we need to have balance, and we have to say or aware of these, what kind of this one. This is the scale I was talking about. Holmes and Ray stress scale is there. You can open the scale and you can do the self-assessment. There are scores, that is a score according to 300 plus scores at risk of illness. A score of 150 to 299 risk of illness is moderate. Then risk of less than 150 only have slight risk of illness. What are the components? There are 100 components are there. So these are the scoring system in that scale. You can open up and see, and you can start scoring, which is your event, and you can give score so that you can, these are available on the net. You can, this is a simple scale. You can conduct on your students also. You can conduct a study also. And all this, the life event, they have given a areas so that you can do it. Okay. So interpersonal conflict also one of the reason for stress. So how to resolve it is in our hands. So many times in a professional life, interpersonal conflicts may come because that is called as professional rivalry. So how to overcome that person? How to, I have to, what is called more papers I have to publish, then I can get this position. Or maybe I have to do this many research, this one, then I will get a position, or my promotions. What are the ways of promotions? So we are having a lot of problems with the internal personal conflicts also. Then internal conflicts caused by our own mind and body has a conflict. So that is also one of the reason for stress. Then conflict resolution strategy. So here, what is that? Talk. You can remember talk. Take a time out. So you have to have a break. I think all of you will have a coffee break or some kind of break where you can chat with your loved ones, or maybe people whom you like, that you can share, or you can play a game, or you can have a kind of this one. Allow each person to present their point of view. Then let each person ask questions. A good person, the less stressed person, always allows others to talk also. Some people are there, they will never allow others to talk. So they go on talking. So that is also causing stress in others. So then keep brainstorming to find the best solution for both parties. So this is also very important, that you have to have a kind of discussion. A healthy discussion will always avoid many stressful situations. So how to be stressful? So common workplace stressors are interpersonal conflict, disorganization, then multitasking and physical discomfort. The way you are sitting also may be causing stress to your body. That you have to mind it. You know that. Many times you complain of your neck pain, your body pain, or leg pain. So whenever you sit, you have to raise your legs a little bit. So that will have an impact on your body, because the pooling of the blood happens in the extremities, in the legs. That has caused an impact in the heart. So you have to, because you know circulation, when you know the circulation has to take place. The deoxygenated blood has to come back to the heart for the purification. So in only when you walk or when you do some activity, only it can happen. When you keep your leg always down, it has a bad impact on your health. So for that, they say every half an hour, at least you change the seat. That itself relieves the pressure on your back. So that itself relieves your kind of, there is some changes in your circulation. And always you have to use the language of abundance. That possesses of you. That will elate you. That will give you happiness in your mind. What are such languages when you have to use when you are talking? that is surprised, elated, success, winning, overcome, valued, positive change, energy, focused, celebrative, special, shared vision. So this kind of words or the language, we have to always chant yourself and to tell others also. Appreciate others. Somebody is wearing some nice dress, say you're looking very nice. They feel very happy. You're causing a small amount of happiness in them. So even though they are looking ugly, but you just appreciate them, they will feel very happy. So then the language of abundance also joyful, fullness, possible, appreciative, creative, exciting, peak, experience, alive, delightful, mood, thrilled. So all these languages will keep you more happy and more active also. So this kind of languages you must use in the when you address to others or appreciate others. Then language of deficit, what we see always, they say, I told you self-pity people, they say problem, problem, problem. I have stressed today, strained, red tape, resistance, limitations, blocks, gaps, withdrawal, rigid, helpless, misunderstanding. So all this language of deficit will bring you more stress. Then stressed, burnout, low morale, shortfall, resistance, barrier, incompetence, useless, failure. When many times we use this word to our students, you are a useless fellow. You should never use that term. No, even a small bit of paper is useful. Okay, at a time. So you should never use that word. So failure, you have failed. It is not a failure in their life. You tell the subject which you are appearing, maybe you have misunderstood or you didn't made an effort to complete this one, but time is there. Don't worry. Don't feel always positiveness in them. So many times as a teacher, we do such mistakes, blunders. So unprepared, because you are unprepared, you have failed in your examination. No, don't worry, you have a chance. God has given, see, our people who made the system, they are very clever, and especially with psychologically, they have given lot of importance to psychological feelings of the people. They have given attempt. The next attempt, just imagine, students don't have attempt for the examination. What should have been the education system? Just imagine how stressful should have been, how many people should have been died. So this is hopelessness. I have no hope in you. Many times we scold the students like this. So we should be very careful when you are selecting the language. This language also can bring down the stress or may increase the stress. So these are the management you have to adapt. First and foremost is the awareness. Are you aware about stress? Are you know about stress? What is happening? The changes happens in your body. Not situation, but perception. You say, this situation caused me stress. No, your perception. You have perceived it as a danger, but the situation is good. Realize of choices. You are make 101 choices. You have maybe having 100 rupees. You want to eat so many things. You want to eat burger, you want to eat pizza, you want to have so many things. Naturally, you will have disaster. You have stressed now. Attune true designs and rhythms. Always we have to have, what is my capability now at present? Let me design like that. Let me do accordingly. Then live in the present. Many people already still now also after 50 years also, they will live in the past. Oh, when I was young, no, I was doing so many things. And many times in the education system, they say, our system was very good. Okay, your system was very good. We are not denying that. But let us live with the present system. Now only online courses. COVID has taught many lessons to us. We were not coming like this frequently in front of the camera. Today we are exposing ourselves so much. So like that. So we have to live with the present. Then dump all your emotional baggage. You say somebody is blaming you. Unless you take it, you are receiving it. You say it is not for me, it is put it in the dustbin. It goes to dustbin. That very simple. Self-care. As a human being, you have grown. You know you have to brush your teeth, you have to take your bath, and you have to wear a good dress before coming out. It is required. No, I'm going like this only. You can't come with your towel wrapped on your this one and come to the bus stand. So it is very absurd, or it is awkward situation. Then live clutter free, because today we are materialistic world. So we want everything. Oh, see that, yeah, she is building a big house. She's having sofa. She's having that Benz car. Oh, I want to take. Though you're not able to take right now, maybe your efforts are after that, sometimes you may take it, but have detached from this world, materialistic world. You will be very happy. If somebody comments, hey, what is your house full of space? You be very happy. Yes, I want to walk around. My child want to play. Give that positive thought to them. See that their face. Be aware that what you do and what you think, it should be matching. So perfect your sleep hygiene. Sleeping is like a tapassu. They say you have many people take everyday sleeping tablet. If you are sleeping without aware of yourself for up to 3 to 4 hours or maximum 6 hours, you are the luckiest person in this world, or you are the blessed person in this world. Always pat yourself. Yes, today I slept for 5 to 6 hours. Very good sleep. My mind is very clear. Then you are the richest person. Even Ambani cannot sleep like that. So find a hobby which will give you most happiness. Maybe listening to, I always listen to music. I feel very refreshed. Early morning when I get up, I'll on the radio. I'll be refreshed like anything. So I feel blessed. At least we could hear that voices and the garden and the birds chirping. All these are blessed. We are all blessed. Focus on your relationships. Whom you want to select, whom you want to keep in your relationship is very, very, very important now. Don't keep Facebook or WhatsApp. Friends will not come you in ICU. They will not attend your funeral. Or they will not come and help you. Oh, I got 1,000 likes. Yeah, today, so many liked my post. But where are they when you are in trouble? Nobody. Only your wife or your mother or your kith and kin will be there, or your children. That relationship you maintain. Give something which makes them happy, which is essential for their life to lead. Give them something that they will remember that because of you, they have come out of this. That is the greatest asset for you. That is the greatest additional degree for you. That is the greatest blessings you get from the God. So I told you, declutter your home. Somebody is decorating like artificial flowers. You can see one day I went to somebody's house, full of like a forest it is, artificial flowers. What are they doing? I was thinking. And how many times they wash that? How much dust it will occupy? Just to say that I have this artificial flowers. My God. So this kind of artificiality we have to reduce to de-stress ourselves. That itself causes health problems. And many times when you talk to others in anger, you will lose your breath. You don't know that. You are reducing your ISO. Your own life expectancy, you are reducing in your anger. Many people don't know. Please read articles on that. When you get angry, you are the person, you are the loser. Not the opposite person. Your kidney is strained. Your heart is strained because of anger. You read the mechanism of anger, what happens and what are the chemicals releases during that time. Then suddenly schedules daily meditation time and replace negative self-talk. Yes, I am useless. I don't have friends. Be good. If you don't have friends, very happy. Be happy today. Take up yoga. Every corner of the street, we have a yoga centers. Go there. If you don't know the technique, learn from them. Free of cost. If anybody wants to learn a pranayama, because I've done my PhD in pranayama, please ask me, I will teach you. I'll be very happy. Create a 5-year plan, not 1 year or this one, like a Panchavarshika Yojana. You have to have your plans. What will be my quality of life? Give importance to your quality of life. Quality means not the luxury. Please don't mistake. Quality means the day you spend with others, helping others, creating awareness among them, and making them aware of things in danger. People sometimes they know misconceptions. Please remove misconception. That itself a great work you have done today. Then friendly social network. Don't allow everybody to log in, everybody to like you. Have healthy habit, diet. Walk for 10 minutes in your own garden. You know what is neurobics now? Everybody know aerobics. What is neurobics? You are prominent in your right hand. Some of you are prominent in left hand. And you ask the left hand to do your work. Brushing in with the left hand and walking backwards. That is called neurobics now. Your brain will be sharpened by neurobics. You have to do that. Writing in left hand. Those who are writing in right hand, left hand sometimes. Draw art in left hand. Or wear your dress in left hand. And walk backwards in your garden only, or in your, take care. You see, some people are there or something is there. So don't hurt yourself. So all these things. Some kind of try. Now you are at home. You can explore new things. Self-limitations also, very important. Unlimited talk, unlimited desires. It's always dangerous. So you are now stressed. There was a fight in your office. There was a misunderstanding. How to relax yourself quickly. Breathing exercise. Close your eyes. Sit in a comfortable position on the chair. No on the ground. On the chair. Relax your hands. Relax your legs. Close your eyes. 10 times take deep breath in and breathe out. 10 times. You see the change. See the change. Then progressive muscle relaxation. That you can also, you can lay down or maybe on the chair, say, relax, relax, relax. 10 times, closing your eyes from top to bottom or bottom to top. Tell each organ, each part of your body to relax. Focus way. Then mini meditation, whichever God you believe, you meditate. Aromatherapy. You are having some kind of aromatherapy or maybe scent or maybe lighting this one, agarbattis, whatever it may be, or spraying something, or going to some flower and smelling. All this called aromatherapies. Adding something to your bathtub. Taking a bath, quick bath is also very good relaxation technique. When you come back from office, please take bath always. You see how much you get relaxed. Many of us not taking evening bath. Evening bath has a lot of benefits than morning bath. Of course, morning bath is important. I'm not denying that. But evening bath is more beneficial for you to get a good sleep and to come out, because the whole day you are in the dust. Then when you come, you are sweat so much. Actually, evening is the, at least morning, you are getting up from the bed and going to the bath. But the evening baths are very good because your whole day sweating is there. You have a body odor. You have kind of all the dust and you have something thoughts in your mind. Everything will come down in your bath. So exercise, whichever, you know, some people when they're angry, they'll just punching, they will start. So that is also good way of, you are wasting your, what kind of anger or whatever it may be. Then have a good humor, good laugh. Play with the children like children. They are the best people to burst out your stress. And talk to people who really give a humorous people and talk to them. So that is very important. So in your job, suppose in your professional life, there are stress situations. Recognize warning signs of excessive stress at work. Reduce job stress by taking care of yourself. Reduce job stress by prioritizing and organizing. Then reduce job by improving emotional intelligence. Please learn about emotional intelligence. Reduce job stress by breaking bad habits. Yes, today I am leaving this. I am smoking 1 packet a day, then at least I reduce by 2 per day. So that is a good move. Very good. You appreciate yourself. Learn how managers or employers can reduce job stress. You can give tips. Managers can act as a positive role models, especially in times of high stress. Like we are all happy that at least government has taken a steps that you have to do online only. If a respected manager can remain calm in stressful work, then definitely his employees also calm. So we have some chemical reaction. I told you there are so many chemicals releases in our body. You don't. Please learn how many chemicals. Countless. Every time when you are on stress, there are chemicals released in your body. When you are exercise, there are chemicals which make you happy. There are chemicals which make you happy. So simply serotonin is the feel-good chemical in your brain. Increase that serotonin level. It modulates mood, emotion, sleep, and appetite. And decrease in serotonin can lead to depression. So these are all some of the, I'm not going in detail, the endorphins and estrogen, dopamine. They're all wonderful chemicals or chemicals which is released in our body, in brain. So that really enhances your mood and you will have kind of good activity in your life. So these are the triangle way our system works in our body when you are taking the stress. Very important, be aware of this. Your immune system, endocrine system, and nervous system are strained during your stress, which we don't know. They are the silent killers. The pitch bad chemicals which releases during that thickens the blood. The viscosity of the blood increases. When you are in stress, the catecholamines will release the neurotransmitters. So these are all how the negative impact happens in your imbalance when it happens in our body. So always have rights and responsibilities. What is your right and what is your responsibility? Have it always in a balance. Then the stress can be reduced. Your brain and stress neurotransmitters basics are, you will get headaches, fatigue, sinus and allergy, moodiness and irritability, digestive problems, tension, can't sleep. All this will happen. So what are the domains of your emotional life? Your
Madam, please unmute.
yeah, somebody has muted me.
Yes.
Okay. Then hot negative, hot positive, cool negative, and cool positive. So these are very important. Still I have time.
Yes, madam.
Yes,
Okay,
madam.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So let us see, we have come to the conclusions. Okay. Simple ways to achieve work-life balance. What are the simple way? Very simple tip is, you leave your office work in the office and come to home and forget and do your homework. So keep all your research materials at your office. This will help you literally separate work and life. Go to your office and work, leave your office and don't work. Simple as that. So it is very important. Don't carry your office to home and home to office. Many times we have this imbalance. Many times we talk so much on home only. Today I cooked this, yeah. Today I ate this. When we come in the morning, we talk about this. Oh, I did not find this. Then finally, what you know, I rushed to the shop and brought it and they made it and brought. Okay, exercise regularly. So instead of all this one, because you have not prepared a previous night what I should cook and what I should wear tomorrow, everything keep ready. That simply save your time. Then do some sit-ups, 5 minutes yoga. That will give you so much of energy. Keep in touch with friends and family. After go from the work, you keep in touch with family. When you sit you allot half an hour. Half an hour for this. Yes, I want to listen to them. What happened? They were not feeling well. Let me talk to them. So all these things. Types of self-care. How to take self-care? Physical. You do some exercise, eat well, and social, friends. Mental health, do watch some this one TV or something you want. The allot timings. Then spiritual. Go to temple or whatever your place of worship. Then emotional. Express your emotions to some people. That is very important. Then utilize all members of your social circle to encourage stress relief. Some groups are there. Sundays they go cycling, they go for walking. So it's very nice. So they go around and explore many things. So that is very nice group, social group. And they will have a healthy laugh, healthy chat. So all these are very good. Instead of, yeah, that next door lady, she was doing like this, that like that. He came like that, you boozed nicely. He did so many things. Instead of talking rumors and spoiling your mood. So instead of that, go for a walk, have a good laugh, listen to good music. That itself, and family, care for family. And today I will cook. So husband can tell, today is my cooking. All will enjoy my cooking. See how nice, happy the wife and children will be. So that is very important. Healthy eating, eat healthy and nutritious food. What you eat, please watch. All the food will not give you good health and good mood. That serotonin can increase by eating good foods. Even your depression, you are having little stress, that can be elevated by good, like especially even don't eat anything, eat every day one banana. Banana is a good source of potassium. It's a good source of mood elevator. Every day, please eat banana. Many people now they go for exotic fruits. No, please, whatever available in your market, that seasonal fruits, now mango. So that is king of fruits. Make milkshakes. It's good for brain. So you give your child, instead of going for, oh, I want to buy only kiwi, I want to bring only strawberry. Where is the strawberry now in the season? And they have put so many chemicals and preserved, and they will give you all dried one. And you will, any amount you are ready to buy. Then can therapy help me feel less stressed? Yes. There are many therapies. You can go for a massage. You can go for an oil massage, Shirodhara. You can listen to music. What type of music you have to? That nowadays all drums and not the tapangochi. So that really suits your mind. Like there are some lot of research has been done on ragas and the health, cardiovascular health, your mental health. There are so many ragas. Please read that research articles. Raga, Bhairavi, Hamsa. So all these are very good cardiovascular, very good on your heart. You listen to those things. Love your animals, nearby animals. And the running is my therapy, they say. So that is also good. And even so many people are disturbing you, you will stay balanced. You will stay focused. How it is possible? Color, whatever hobbies you have, every day, little you practice. That is very important. And nowadays, I think this is the most loved hobbies of ladies and others. They bring lot of now oxygen relieving the plants, it seems. I want to buy. So they will go and buy online, or they go to the nursery and they will buy. Keep some plants, greenery in your garden. That gives you lot of energy. They will give you oxygen. All trees and plants, they'll give you, emit oxygen. They'll take away your carbon dioxide. So this is all, we know that, but don't practice. So that you make practice is the habit. Other day I was listening to one experts. They're telling the 29 day, what you do every day, it becomes a habit. So if you practice the same thing on 99 days, it becomes a lifestyle. So very nice. So let us do whatever you want to start, at least without breaking, for 3 months. Then you do it for another 1 year, or 99 days means it will come nearly 6 months. or 9 months. So then your 3 months, sorry, 6 months, then it will become a lifestyle. So that how you have to train your mind. Mind is very, very intelligent. How you train, you will become. You can tell many things to your mind. It's a biological clock. You have a biological clock inside your body. You don't know. You say before sleeping, I have to get up 5 times. You say, I have to get up at 5 o'clock. Exactly 5 o'clock you will do. This I have experienced. I don't know. I have experienced. I don't keep alarms. I will say to my mind, say, I have to today, you may wake me little late, but even then I will wake up 5 o'clock. So I am telling you. So even you can train your brain how you want to become, how good lifestyle you want to have. So finally, let us give 5 happier life tips to live a happier life. Love yourself. That is very, very important. Then do good. So if you can't do anything for others, at least don't do bad things for others. Always forgive. Always that is good. Don't carry emotions. Don't carry negativities. Don't carry grudges, revenges. So then you have to harm no one. You have to harm no one. That means you don't blame others or don't point out others. Say what was my mistake in this. Let us correct ourselves and always be positive. Okay, so that is always be negative for corona, but positive in your life. So this is how we have to enjoy our life every day with a stress-free mind. So we love ourselves, our mind, our body, then naturally you will develop good habits, good lifestyle. Then you will be the role model to others. Be a role model. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. Myself, principal
Thank you,
of
sir.
GFGC Vijayanagar. Excellent presentation. I hope all participants benefited immensely. And it's great to listen to your speech and presentation. And lot of things you have covered, and how you just taught us how to handle situations, how to make ourselves free and free from stress. That is very important. Today we are all working in this stressful environment, and many times we need to balance both the personal as well as the family official the work, and many times, especially for ladies, so they have huge stress to manage, and I hope it has benefited them a lot. Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you, sir. And any help from NIMHANS for counseling and other things, you can approach.
Yes,
We have a
we'll
NIMHANS Wellbeing Center at BTM Layout. We handle 14 clinics. You can please log into Wellbeing Center NIMHANS. You will know 14 clinics, any child abuse, sexual abuse, and many suicidal, this one, and the counseling, many counseling, marital counseling, many other counseling centers are there. In 14 clinics are there. Even at NIMHANS also happens, but especially that Wellbeing Center, 14 clinics are there in collaboration with the government of Karnataka, and many other projects are running at NIMHANS in collaboration with the state and central government. So you can benefit from that, and even students, especially when they are not attending, not having some problem in concentrating on studies or something, they're having problems, please refer, please give them references. Many times we fail to do that. Many times we should have a cell in your own institution, should have a cell, counseling cell.
Yes, we have counseling cell. We have
think
a
it's a
department of
norm
psychology.
of UGC. Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so I'm really happy the session you have kept. It is going to benefit, and we sometimes totally neglect our own self and our own well-being. So that is very, very important nowadays. When we are happy, then we can keep our surroundings happy. So that is the motto of today's health. So I'm really grateful to all of you for keeping this session. It is very, very important. Mental health is least given importance in India, whereas in Western countries, that is the most important aspect of a human health. So please let us join hands and see that everybody in our society, in our surroundings, be happy and healthy also.
Thank you, madam.
Now it's a question and answer session. I request delegate participants to post their question if they have any queries in chat box so that our resource person will address to your questions.
Madam, we can allow participants to
Yeah.
Please.
unmute and ask
Okay.
questions directly. Yes.
Before that, Katyani madam, can you stop your sharing the screen?
Sharing, huh?
Yes, sir.
I have the screen is there. What do you want?
Students, you can.
We can't see the participants who wants to talk. We request.
Hormone imbalances.
Yes. So, madam.
Sir, shall I proceed?
Yes.
Oh,
Participants
we
can
don't.
unmute and they can ask questions.
So, dear delegates, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and pose question to madam.
A very
Madam,
Hello.
here is one. Hello. Yeah, here is one question. I just want to know that you had mentioned that in India, mental health is not the priority level, but in the foreign countries or outside India, it is one of the priority issue. Don't you think that Indians or the culture of India itself is giving the environment which is very much stress free, but we are just running behind the Western or foreign culture, and which is now causing such type of issues, and definitely now it is becoming the priority issues in India also. So if back to the roots we can go, then we can make ourselves again stress free. Just my query.
Yes, very good question. So I am talking about the present situation. When it comes to the any age group, even especially I am concerned about the women health and women, because I am talking in the perspective of the health. When it comes to health, only we see physical health. Many times mental health means why she is keeping quiet, why she is not answering at home. Suppose a girl child, we are not bothered. We are not giving equal rights to talk to her, take a decision and other things I am talking about. So, and also women health, they have a lot of other, this one, suppose it's a menstrual cycle, or maybe she is carrying, or she is a pregnant woman. So many times their health is denied. What rights and responsibilities I'm talking. When it comes to her right, she should get 100% equal right as a man, so that she should have to take care of by the family. Many times it is not, and many times she has to receive a very nutritious diet, which is not happening. So these are the things I just wanted to highlight there. When it comes to, when I said mental health means, then they are not giving some kind of space for her, or sometimes they have to work in the kitchen also, or as well as in the workplace also. This is happening. If you say, you may be, sir, maybe telling in the perspective of maybe some percentage, but majority, many studies have been done, 98% to 99% of girls having anemia in India. Under 5 nutrition level, India is the second most country in the world. So these are, I am talking. So we are not giving importance for the development of the brain. When the mother, she is pregnant itself, the nutrition aspect has to be taken care. So that aspect people are not aware. I am very much proud of my culture. I'm not telling, it's not the culture we are bringing inside, but when it comes to the equal responsibility and equal given to the physical health as well as mental health, I'm comparing. That's all. The physical health, we are giving more importance. So because appearance, oh yeah, what is happening? Looking all right, and please mute. Appearance, we always give importance for the appearance. But what is happening inside her, we are not taking into measure, or we are not any scale to take her whether she is in depression. Many people are in depression. They look normal. Many people look normal. But when you do the test only, you will come to know whether they are depressed or burnout. We are no scale we are measuring. That is what I am telling.
Hello, excuse me.
Yes.
My questions to Madam. Madam, really, we are including our faculties and all sectors of people in the pandemic time. All are in stress. Maybe they take an examples of where right now we are conducting the classes on online. Particularly for teaching fraternity, they are in a stress. Quite commonly, how to come out with this stress?
My whole session was on that only. See, that is called new normal. We have to first adapt, say to our mind and ourselves that we are in a new normal. We have to live with online only. Actually, I am not finding any difference, only physical when the interaction. Now you are asking question to me, even in the class, when I asked after the class, if I ask the students, what are your the questions or clarification, they will also stand up, or maybe they were physically present. Now you are able to, I'm able to listen to your question.
Hello. That's true, madam. That's true. But you are giving me that running is a therapy, and you go for a yoga and go for a walk and go for a cycling. But this pandemic time, there is a government rules and restrictions there is no movement of the people from one place to another. They have to stay home and they have home quarantine. And this time, yoga may be a better options for burst out your stress. I think so.
Not only that, see, you need not come out of the house. In the house only, you have many activities to do. I have pointed out, I have given the tips. Even you can start a hobby. Even you can learn from your children. Many times children, they have so many hobbies which are taught in the school, or maybe they have developed from the peers, or maybe some storytelling and telling about one object, explaining about one object, journaling. You have to have keeping diary. That is also an activity. And you are, I told you, neurobics. You can walk around with the backside in your home only.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, your steps you can count. And please don't use that word stress always in online classes.
Because nowadays we are conducting so many research on this issue, and how students are not familiarized with the virtual classes. Because we people are on traditional classes, we are chalk and talk. Right now, click and talk. It's always a
that is true. When you compare the percentage, when it compared percentage from comparative study, we have also done online classes versus virtual class, in-person classes. Yes, traditional classes. Or especially we have practicals more. Okay, without patient, without this one, it cannot be happening. You know how much we are suffering. So we never take it as a negative. We have fixed a camera in the laboratory and we are demonstrating all the procedures to the students. They are sitting at home or they are in the hostel. Now we are conducting the examinations also. Exams are going on. Today practicals also started. So we have taken very positively. Very positively. Our 60 students were positive, but we kept them quarantined in the hostel in whole floor. We given all the facilities. They have come out of that. So this is what we call new normal. We have to adapt.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Yes, we have to adapt.
Hello, one more question, ma'am.
To add to this, madam, even UGC very recently proposed 40% of curriculum should be online learning.
Yes.
So invariably you have to adapt to the changes.
Yes.
No alternative.
Yes. We have to say ourselves. We have to say ourselves. Whole world is disturbed. We are not alone disturbed. The whole world systems are disturbed today. Whole IT industry, they are sitting at home, and now future is like that. Future is going to be like that. They say that let them sit at home and do the work. The whole IT industry, you just imagine. They were earning crores and rupees.
Ma'am, one more.
Please.
Hello.
Yes.
Very good morning, madam. This is Dr. Savita Kulkarni.
Yes.
So maybe it may be out of context or a little personal.
Yes.
See, today, nowadays, teaching fraternity has to undertake administrative work also. And this is a teamwork, as we call it today. Teamwork is very important. Suppose one of the members or any of the few of the members, just for the sake of creating problems, they go tangent. How do we deal with such situations? And it's easier said than done. It's very easy to say just forgive them or forego them. But a team member is equally important. So we cannot do that, but the show must go on. So how do we deal with such situations? Stress is bound to come in.
Okay. The team member, can you have with the team members one meeting, or can ascertain what are the roles and responsibility of each person? Already given means it is good. Otherwise, if it is not distributed, it is the time to distribute.
Ma'am, everything is distributed, but just for the heck of creating problems, it is done. You know, there are some problem creators.
I know.
So how do we deal with such situations? Because we just cannot forego them or take it as unseen, because the show must go on. They're also equally important. But just for the heck of creating problems, they do create problems.
Okay, I know. There are people like that, and we should put the ball into their court only. What they are suggesting, you tell them to plan.
They're not bothered. They say it's not my work.
Then you don't interfere. When it is not your work, why are you interfering? Straight question.
But I have to be involved. That's how they put it.
But
if
you want to
be
if you want to be a part of a team member, then you have to work. The leader should take a firm decision. This is your term. You have to do it.
Yes, definitely, madam. So you have to convince your leader either to change his attitude or you have to leave him from the team.
Yes,
that is the only way out. Only for the sake of one person, you cannot spoil the entire environment of your team. You have to refer to your boss.
Straight away we can deal with that person, saying that if you can't work with us, then I think you are not happy with us. Kindly leave.
Yes. As far as possible,
we are also happy. You are also happy.
As far as possible,
this cannot be done because he is one of. Suppose he or she is one of the members of the team, because it's a faculty fraternity. You cannot say leave, or you cannot have that last resort. You don't have that last resort. Okay, so it becomes stressful.
Ma'am, when I'm telling you, suppose you can't say it in words, can you write it down and give them a letter?
Okay. Yes.
That is the best option.
Yes, sure, ma'am.
You can
Madam,
write
can
it.
I ask?
We also have such person. Always I ask in writing only. I will give in writing only.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Such people are there everywhere, madam. Every organization has.
I know.
That kind. We have to manage with them.
Yes. They are the people who make us more active. And our thinking sharp, thinking capacity, they will become more sharp for us.
Madam, I have one question. If you can hear me, we'll follow.
Yes.
Madam, I thoroughly enjoyed your presentation as much as you did while presenting.
Thank you.
So my question may appear out of context. So here, when I'm asking question, my heart is running a little faster and beating a little faster. And another thing is that when we watch cricket match, at the end, we feel so much pressure.
Yes.
So after the match is over, so the stress is so much down. And we always love that kind of situation as a cricket fan. So I know it is out of context question, but would you call it as a stress or nervous energy?
I told you in the beginning, eustress. Eustress are good stress, which is you are writing examination, athletics, competitions. All these are called eustress. Yes, that is called as normal stress. Okay. Always when the word use you means in the any word, the activity is called normal stress. So that is required for our body to adapt to that, so that your body is always adapt to that eustress whenever you go for any competition.
Yes.
You have trained your body.
I'm just, my heart is little
Very
beating a
good.
little
It's a
faster
very
now.
good question. See, this type of clarification always reduce your anxiety, always reduce your heartbeats. Okay, so you have to talk clarification. See, madam talked. I feel very happy, and for you also very happy, because you should not keep always you keep worrying that. So today we had a discussion. I'm also very happy. I came to know that situations also. What madam is facing, I'm also facing one situation like that. But I will give it in writing.
Yes.
So you cannot deny. Nobody can deny. But it goes as a legal record. It serves as a legal record. So you put it in writing.
Okay, madam.
And yours also. Yeah, whenever you are in competition, not only you, even any situation we have to face, like inspections, or whenever somebody is coming to our director is coming to college. So we will have that our heartbeat will go little faster. So that is normal. That is normal.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Okay.
It was nice talking to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
One
yes,
of my question is there.
Ah.
If we are working in a professional team, and if everyone is not getting an equal right in that things, and we feel the pressure for that, so we carry that pressure at our home also. This thing happens. So what should we do to deal with this?
I told you, talk straight away, communication. If you can't ask, I'm telling you, sometimes you feel what that person is feeling bad. Put it in writing. Madam, I was about to ask you in the meeting, but I was not able to, but I feel that injustice has done to me in this regard. You write down what is the injustice you have been experiencing. Please give a letter to next time when you are addressing madam, kindly give attention to this area. That simply, I respect your this one, madam. You just say that, madam, you are capable, you are leader, your capacity as a leader is very good. We are experiencing, but somewhere I have a feeling that you are not giving me a chance to explore myself. I have many ideas to explore, and I have really want to work in your team. I'm very positive. So these kind of notes always give them also very good positiveness, and also for you can solve your problem.
And one thing I just noted down that the one thing that thank you for the suggestion, ma'am. And also one thing, there are many people around us who give a wrong feedback to that leader, due to which it affects a lot in our life or in activity or the work we are doing. So what should be done for that thing?
Yes,
Even
for
if
that-
we try to tell that this is the right thing, he or she doesn't agree with that. The leader doesn't agree. He only listen to some people's only.
Okay, okay. So who is this? Some people I don't know. Why you have to listen to them also I don't know. So whom you are supposed to listen, you listen to them. This is you have to avoid. This is called avoid. That is, you have to avoid such people who give you negative feelings. You have to have a kind of clear picture in your mind whom I am responsible. My hierarchy or organization chart, when you look into, madam, I am responsible to you. I will listen only to you. So that line of communication you have to establish and see that you are giving the what is kind of information to madam, and you receive the information from madam. Only that you have to do it. If you listen to many people what they talk,
Okay,
that
thank
is
you.
your mistake. It is not anybody's mistake.
Thank you all for the participant.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, there is a question
Madam, I
in
have one
chat
question.
box.
I have one question, ma'am. Can I?
Yeah, you please ask,
Please,
madam.
please.
Ma'am, you said work cannot be taken to home like that. But now what is going on means, because of online classes, preparing PPT, many things, it will take so much of time. What we are doing in offline classes, it is taking double the work, not double, triple, more than that. But when we prepare a PPT, doing everything going on, but not able to concentrate only on our personal life only. What is happening? What need to be done? I mean, few things, important things, we will do it. But still, many important things not be able to give a time only.
No, I have told you, you are aware of the situation. Now your one part of the home is a office. So you have to sit there firmly between 9 to 5 or 9 to 4. You should not come out. Whatever you are doing normally, 9 o'clock, all your 8:30 you are cooking and packing the things, you pack and go to the room. You go to the room if you think that disturbance or something like that, what arrangements you used to make during your normal routine, you make same way and enter the room and lock it and sit for your only office work. Whatever your preparations, whatever breaks, everything you do it inside only. Or your people are cooperative at home and your children are cooperative, then you come out for the break, have and make convince your people, who is supporting you. You have to convince, but you work in the office, in the home only. So you are taking not beyond your office work. You are taking within the office work only you are doing. Now your home is office. You have to always perceive that. Perceive means you have to confirm it from your mind that I am not going to office, my home is office. Now I am working till from 9 to 4 o'clock. I have to sit, I have to prepare, I have to do whatever I was doing in the office, same thing I am doing in the home. Or you want to take some support from your family members, friends, how they succeeded. Your friends, some of them very successful, and you can take the tips from them. How did they do? How did they succeed? How could they avoid people, or how could they prepare everything properly? So that way only have to do. That is called new normal. You have to say yourself, I am in a new normal.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Thanks a lot for the wonderful question. It was really required and very knowledgeable.
Vaibhav sir? Yeah, Madhu madam, over to you.
Yeah, sir, your voice is not audible, sir. Please check your network connection and post question.
Question answer ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಬರ್ತೆ. ಕೇಳಿ.
Hello.
ಹೇಳಿ. Please ask. Don't waste time because the organizers may have some other work.
You please drop your question in chat box, sir. Your voice is not audible, so that we'll address to your question. I think we'll wind up the session.
Yeah, Madhushri, can wind up. I think there are no questions, I believe.
Okay, sir. Sure. So thank you, madam. Thank you for your sharing your vast knowledge on stress. We understood the meaning, concept, types of it, and also the various stress management strategies. Definitely, we'll try to adopt all these strategies in our day-to-day life so that we'll have a better professional and personal life. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much for all of you.
Now I request Pallavi, madam, Assistant Professor of Management, also coordinator of this program, to convey vote of thanks to all the delegates.
Thank you, Madhu madam. Respected dignitaries, distinguished delegates, dear colleagues, and my dear students, it is my pleasure to propose vote of thanks on behalf of Organizing Committee and Department of Management, DFGC Vijayanagar, Bangalore. I take this opportunity to thank today's resource person, Dr. B.V. Katyayani, Professor and Principal, Nimhans Nursing College, Bengaluru, for her excellent words of wisdom she has shared with us regarding how to manage stress. And she has, it's a need of the hour for all of us as a faculty members or as any working professional. So we are feeling very stressful to manage our work and life, especially for women. One hand mobile phone, one hand in a karchi, we were managing our works. So it was very informative session, madam, and we moving forward we'll apply all the techniques which you have taught us today. Thank you very much for your suggestions and sharing your knowledge with us.
I am also equally thankful to all of you and really enjoyed the sessions and really enjoyed the questions. And see, at least one activity you start today. that makes meaningful of these, all the arrangements what they have made, these sessions or this faculty development program. When we are not doing, how can we expect from students? We should be the role models. Let us walk, let us do something meaningfully. Don't blame each other. I know the blame game is always there in your workplace, but try to understand the other person's point of view and move forward. Let us save our future generation, future earth. So because of this kind of misunderstanding today, whatever happening, it's our own mistake, nobody else. Let us introspect ourselves. Let us say that, and first love yourself, then you can love others. When you can't love yourself, you cannot love others. Thank you.
It warms my heart to thank our beloved principal and today's chief patron, Dr. B. Chandrasekhara sir, to this event. Your presence added meaning to this event, sir. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to thank our HOD, Department of Management, and convener of this program, Manjula R. Madam, for her continuous guidance and support. Thank you, Madam. I thank our organizing secretary of the program and MBA coordinator, Mr. Kishore Kumar, for tremendous effort in making this event dream come true. A special thanks to coordinator of the program, Madhushri Madam, for wonderfully moderating today's session. Thank you, Madhushri Madam. I thank all delegates, participants for choosing to be a part of this program. You made this event very successful. Thank you on behalf of organizing committee. I thank all the members of organizing committee, teaching and non-teaching staff of GFGC Vijayanagar, Bangalore. I thank you one and all. Have a great day and safe day. Love yourself. Today's takeaway from this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Pallavi Madam. I express my sincere thanks to you as well. Respected delegate participants, here is an announcement for tomorrow's session. Tomorrow's session is on social entrepreneurship as a career by Srinivas Rajaram. Request all of you to join to session at 10:25 a.m. and make it a resounding success. Thank you. Thank you all for your participation.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Manju. Bye.
Thank you, madam.
Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So here we are, I'm winding up the session for today. Thank you, Madhu Madam.
Thank you, sir.